I want to talk about today, like, simplicity and complexity. And I want to kind of keep it in the container of what's natural and what's unnatural. So, in essence, there is a massive amount of complexity in our world. You know, we're trying to intellectually understand things, literally almost to the point where we actually obliterate the magic and the awe of what's actually taking place. We feel this need to know and understand to the point that we've so diminished the natural awe of the feel, of the awareness, of the complexity of whatever the thing is we're looking at. And it's like not even magical anymore, you know? And I see humans doing this, obviously so often in our human world, but I see us doing this so often in the animal world that we literally miss the essence of who animals are and how they would naturally function, because we've become so domesticated that we will find ways to explain things and nuances and make ourselves kind of intellectually superior, but we miss how simple it all is. Now, I'm not taking away the value of the complexity. I'm just simply saying, from all my years of studying Qigong, from the decades of being in deep meditation, of working with the Tao, of feeling the Qi running through my system, of understanding the complexities that go through my brain, yet, even with all those complexities, the simplicity will always come back to just take a deep breath. Just relax. Get out of your head and just feel your connection to the unified energy field. To feel the communion with all life. Don't think it, because your thinking brain can't feel. I mean, neuroscience is so interesting because it tells us all this stuff supposedly about the brain, but you have to understand things are happening at levels that neuroscience can't even read. And even if you can understand all these chemical reactions, okay, cool. But the reality is, your brain doesn't feel. It's just a processor. It just signals things. So, your body is what feels. And even with all of the massive complexity that we think, if we understand, makes us so intellectual and so intelligent, and I don't say that as a criticism, I've been there myself. The truth of the Tao is just experience it. It's cool to understand the complexities, and we will never understand all of the complexities. But just to relax into your body. Feel the peace of nature. To feel the cool spring morning breeze on your skin. To hear how the rushing creek water is actually helping your cells flush stagnation, emotions, beliefs. The feeling through your feet of standing on the earth as an acupuncture needle, and the gratitude for even being in a physical body. The expansiveness of beautiful Colorado blue sky or wherever you are. You see, regardless of how much complexity we understand, that's taking place in our head. We're not actually feeling most of it. And part, at least what I understand from the Creator of really being here, is that this planet was created as a simulation of heaven on Mother Earth. It's created with such deep love and devotion through a lot of complexity. But the thing is, you can't really feel or experience what's taking place from being in your head or your intellect. And maybe on a certain level, even though we humans think we understand so much, we're not. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Everything that's been has always been. There really isn't anything new. Now, there's new ways we can see things. There's new ways we can interpret things. But even in all of the consciousness that we supposedly have, even in all the improved technology that we supposedly have, the truth is, all we're doing is coming home full circle to all the things that the indigenous cultures have always taught us. We're not any more intelligent. As a matter of fact, I think we're less intelligent. Because true intelligence means that you're not up in your head, in your intellect. You're actually connected to your gut brain and you're feeling everything that's taking place. And you're aware that whatever actions you take, whatever beliefs you have ramifications on the whole. Our intellect doesn't really allow us to actually feel that. Hopefully, we have the intelligence enough to connect the dots. But our intellectual brains honestly haven't really made us any smarter. If anything, I think in a way, they've actually made us more arrogant. Like when people call themselves front runners or outliers or, actually think or believe that they're the ones talking about certain subjects or topics. But you're talking about subjects and topics that have always been in existence. You're just bringing that full circle now to where it got disconnected because certain factions that run things in the world wanted people to be disconnected from our truth. But you're not actually, any more brilliant or aware than any of the indigenous peoples were. But because we've applied language to this intellect thing, and we think if we have the right languaging, we can go into all of these complex nuances and talk about them. That's wonderful, but why are you making it so complicated? It's so simple. And I especially find this in the animal world. People go into all these complications and they talk about the science and they talk about how nuanced things are. The truth is, the animals are really simple. They just live. Are they aware of all these things? Maybe not on the intellectual level that we are, but of course they're aware of all these things. They just keep it really simple. And they don't get caught up in the arrogance of trying to prove their superiority or their intelligence. Their intelligence is pretty self-evident, which is why when we happen to be around them, regardless of all the complexities and nuances we might hold in our intellect, we actually feel better when we're around them because we get to be quiet and we get to feel once again.